Yours truly, Lamore Decina, aka Mr. ASTP Photography. I know a lot of you may ask, well, what is ASTP Photography? Hold on, let me show you something. Boom, look at that. Look at the ticker at the bottom. ASTP Photography represents a storyteller's promotions and photography. Let me say that again. ASTP Photography represents a storyteller's promotion and photography. A storyteller's promotion and photography started off as just a marketing company, a promotions company, I should say, where it was just called a storyteller's promotions. And the objective of it was to create content for small businesses. So you guys see me do a lot of different things. I'm doing my own website. I've always done my website. I've done my website this is my fifth time doing my website at this point. And it's been a long time coming up, and I've been messing around with that for a while. I do graphic design work. I do a little bit of everything, a little bit of everything. So I haven't really been promoting a whole lot of what I do. Hold on, checking my sites. I haven't really promoted a lot of what I do because I really want to just show the work and eventually bring it all back together as an agency, right? So I don't really talk too much about what I have going on in the background, but eventually I'm bringing the agency back. And when I bring the agency back, it's just going to be phenomenal, man. Let me show you guys something real quick. Let me stop the ticker. Hold on. Oh, I don't see where here you go. So I'm going to show you something real quick. I want to show y'all, if I do the window, can I do my web browser? You guys know I'm working this thing in real time, right? So I'm going to show you my tabs. Uh-oh, what just happened? Am I still on? Let me show you my tabs, y'all. So I'm going to show y'all up here. These are some things that I have on my task list to get done, right? I'm going to give y'all a little bit of information. Put you in my business, just a little bit. I'm not going to explain everything. Just get a quick look, and we're moving on. Quick look. These are some YouTube. Just a quick look. From here on out, these are all AI integrated pages that I'm researching right now at the moment. Just kind of give y'all an idea of what I'm working on the back end. And of course, going back to where we started. But I want to give you guys a quick glimpse because eventually I'm bringing the agency back. A lot of things have changed. I was never, I can't say I was, AI came out around the same year. I think later on the same year that I started a storyteller's promotions. But now, since so much has changed and there's so many new avenues to integrate with your business, that's going to be the new thing now, So that's what I'm working on. Of course, you guys see that I have been working on this here platform, trying to figure this out. Let me check my LinkedIn. It wasn't live yesterday for some reason. It disconnected me. And I'm not showing that I'm live now either. Maybe is there a time limit for the lives on LinkedIn? What's going on here? Hold on now. Hold on. There's no time limit on LinkedIn. Why am I not going live again? All right. Well, okay. So I've been working on this site, the streaming service. Of course, I have my lower thirds loaded up. Let me make sure I'm live on my Instagram. I am live on Instagram. Let me hit the go live button. There you go. Let me hit the like. Let me peck at these keyboards really fast. Like, comment. Can't subscribe, but like, comment, and share. Brayon, what's up, young king? How you doing, brother? I think I may be out and about this Saturday. I'm going to hit you up. I may be able to link up with you this Saturday. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've been able to connect. So thank you for joining on the Instagram Live. Yeah, yeah. This Saturday though, I have some time this Saturday to link up with you, bro. So I'll hit you up. Appreciate you joining. Appreciate you joining. Yeah. All right, hold on. All right, here we go. So I've been messing around with this streaming site, and let me see what's going on with LinkedIn. It says sending data, so it should be streaming, or maybe it's still connecting. I don't like it. I don't like it. With this streaming site, like, comment, subscribe, share. You guys see the message. Welcome to my stream. Look at that bomb, and it's in alignment with the brand colors. If you guys, we're going to have a question and answer, a Q&A segment. If you guys have any questions during this live, feel free to ask your questions. Feel free to ask your questions. I may not be able to see all of your questions because I can't. The chat isn't showing up for all of my platforms, but it's stupid. There was a section on here I can add my logo to. Let me see if I can find that. It's under designs. Let me make sure. No, that's on the overlay. Here we go. Logo at the top. This is a premium account, so I better have this logo up here. So here's my logo up here in the top left, top right. Again, I've been messing around with this stuff, man. And again, I have a bunch of tabs open right now because ultimately this is going to become bigger than just photography for me. This process has opened me up to a lot of new ideas, a lot of new things that are on the horizon. You say, yeah, appreciate that, bro. But yeah, a lot of new things that are on the horizon. I am definitely looking at expanding. I'm partnering with my son. He lives in Florida, and he's also a nerd too. So it feels good to be able to have, my little one join in on this process. And he's my junior, man. Everything like me, the drive, ambition, the mindset, pretty much everything, just about. So I'm excited about that. We're pulling some triggers on some things today. We're implementing some new strategies today and tomorrow. Just a lot of things on the horizon. I'm excited about it, man. Super excited. So few quick updates. TikTok has restricted me at this moment. So I have a strike. Tierra, if you're watching this, I'll text you. I'll text you after this is over. I'll send you a text and we'll follow up when I catch you up to speed. But you probably already have, talking to Tierra, she probably already have the notification about the strike. But they put a strike on me saying something about my live wasn't in alignment with their policy or some crap. I'm like, bro, I'm just talking about a website. What are y'all talking about, man? That's crazy. But she did get a notification or the heads up to say that we may get a strike. So, and it happened. It happened. Let me go back and look at my LinkedIn again, make sure that's going live. It definitely happened. So to my surprise, I hate that happened like that, but I'm not in trouble. I'm fine. All right. So let's go back to where we left off. Yesterday, we were working on covers, creating gallery covers. I've been working with this lighting too. Y'all see that lighting? It's getting better. Got a little color splash back there in the back. You know what I mean? Got a little splash back in the back. This is my bedroom, so I'm kind of in my little corner over here while I work. My window right here, kind of do some gazing every now and again. But yeah, this is got a little splash back there. You know what I mean? It's not much. It's simple. Photo up here. Shout out to Aja. You guys can follow her at Aja Mamacita on Facebook, Instagram. I think TikTok too, I believe. But yeah, so check her out. She does a lot of great artwork like this. I think she's fetting right now. And let me see. Andy Bailey, appreciate you joining, brother. I see you. King, appreciate you. Let me go to my Facebook here to catch up. Yep. Thank you for watching, brother. So we're going to pick up from where we left off yesterday. I actually had some time to knock out a few others. So I'm going to share my screen It's going to get busy for a second because I'm sharing my entire screen. Let me share my audio as well. Cool job. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, man. I'm trying to figure this lighting thing out. I know we've talked about lighting before, and this is a small little corner in my bedroom, so it's not like, and plus the lighting situation from the window and everything else, it's only so much I can do. So I'm, just something light, something simple. So yeah, man, I'm excited about that. All right, so sharing my screen. This is the cover that I just put out for this video. This is my brother Keith. Super excited about Keith, man. I love working with Keith. Super cool brother right here. All right, let me see. Let me catch up here on social media. All right, we're good to go. Okay, so let me clear these out. What I'm going to show you guys is what I've done so far. I have a lot of other photos that I have to go through. So all of these folders are folders that I'm going to have to go through as well. So these are more photos, but I'm just compiling all of my information together, and I'm going to put all of these photos in one big folder. All these photo folders in one big folder. So I'm compiling, and this is going to be in the project folder that I'm using for the rebrand. Yep. So let me go to cover images. These are the ones that I've done so far. Y'all seen these? I'm going to hit this one with the burn tool around her edges. As much as I love this shot, I don't want to mess that up. But yeah. So we have the family shot. I like that. I think there's a piece that's over here that's it's overlapping a little bit. But yeah, so you got the family shot, got some more family shots. You have Keith. Man, this looks good on the black. I may keep it on the black, to be honest with you, on a black backdrop or background color. Yeah, I think I may keep it on the black background color. So I'm going to blow her up a little bit more so that it's balanced across the board. Yeah, I'm going to hit the top of his head. I'm glad I'm looking at it through here too, because I can see where you had a little bit of blowout. Well, not a blowout, but a little light from the backlighting. I like that. This is good. Good. Just a little backlight in there through the hair from Santia right here. But other than that, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Hit that with the burn tool again. Yeah, this is the family. Shout out to Megan. You guys follow Ugly Bird Photography. This is Meg over here. She is the proud owner of Ugly Bird Photography. This is her beautiful family. I really like how this came out. That is fly. That's fly. Yeah. All right. So again, I was able to get more finished yesterday, and yeah, I was able to get more finished yesterday, and then I started a new I've been researching, and then I started this project today too. We're going with the cool auntie vibes for a 50th birthday. So Shondell, if you're watching, you're looking great. You're looking great, baby. You're looking great. Shout out to you for your 50th. I'm trying to crop that. I love, love, love this shot right here, though. This shot right here is money. So these are completed. The pictures are pretty much done. All I have left to do at this point is go back and clear up the background color, because the background has like that bluish hue to it, and that came from the lighting. So now I'm just desaturating the background color, so it should look something like this right here. Then looks like I'm going to have to add back to the balloon color too, a little vibrance. It should look like that, so you can see the difference. Yeah, it should have that gold feel to it for sure. So I'm messing around with that. I'm actually not too far off from finishing. Use a little bit of regenerative fill to fill in the background, the backdrop for this picture, because as you can see, it's cropped. I love this right here. That's a fire shot. Yeah, dainty. She is too cute. This was a fun shoot right here. This was fun. Yeah, this was fun. So I'm working on this right now, getting this out the way. And like I said, all I have to do now is just kind of desaturate the background color, and um, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Maybe a little slight touch up if I need it, but with the color adjustment for the balloons. But other than that, these are done. These are done just about. Let me know what y'all think, man. Let me I can't do the. Let me put my stroll here. Hold on. Update remote. Yeah, here we go. Let's see if that works where it stays on the screen. Let me check and see what's going on. I wanted my ticker on the screen so that you guys could actually see that. So I don't know if it's going to stay on when I switch off to a different screen. Yep, it did. Come on now. Let's go social media. Let's go what's this? Restream. Let's go Restream. You making up from yesterday. All right. So the other thing too is TikTok. I believe TikTok set me up, y'all. TikTok got me. And the reason why I say that is because I had a notification from TikTok because they saw that I went live, and they sent me a notification to download the TikTok app for my laptop. And that's where they got me. They got me, yo. They got me. So as soon as I downloaded the app, it was like, all right, cool. I have the app, but you know, as soon as I had the app, I had another notification come through, and I knew at that time that I messed up. You know what I'm saying? I say, yep, I messed up. It's all good. It's all good. So yeah, this is my sister Tamara. Let me show you guys her session. She is a phenomenal violinist, and show you guys her session because I don't think I went that far back last time I was going through my gallery. So this is my gallery where my clients get their photos from here. Let me go to, I need to go to page 3. She's all the way in the back. Yeah. So we had a great session. Man, when was this session? This session was, I can't even remember, to be honest. It must have been last year, beginning of this year, I believe. Phenomenal violinist, praise and worship is her genre. Of course, she's doing the violin and incorporating that with her praise and worship. Phenomenal, man. Just an amazing woman of God. Shout out to her husband, Super Dave, Deacon Dave. That's my brother. But man, she has an album that is out right now. I can't remember the name of it, but you know, look up Tamara Thompson, and you guys will pull up her album information, and definitely support my sister. Beautiful music, beautiful spirit, man. Great woman of God that's going to hold you accountable too, as a sister. You can see it in the face. You can see it in the face. But that's my sister though. I've known her since 2009, 2008. And beautiful woman of God though. That's my family right there. That's family. So yeah, I was looking for a photo to use for her cover because I'm using these on my website as well. And I was thinking either this one, I like this one. Oh, I like this one. But it's going to be in a circle, so I need her like kind of free from anything. I don't want to use the ones outside because of the lighting of the sun. So I want to focus on the ones inside. I think the one I chose was this one. I like that one too, but I like that one too. So I can probably use one of these though, right? What you guys think? I guess it would help her with promoting her it's just the lighting. I had to do a lot of extra editing because of the lighting behind her, the backlight, and it's natural light too, so it's beautiful light. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with that one for the sake of my workload. I have to get this done. But that's Dr. Tamara Thompson. Y'all Thomas, y'all look her up. Beautiful woman of God, man. Awesome person. Awesome person. So yeah, this is another session right here that I'm probably gonna add these to my website as well. This is Jazz Riddick. She's all over the world, like literally. When I tell you, when it comes down to traveling and you just need somebody to help you plan out a trip or something like that, yeah, she is that person. She is that person. Phenomenal. I think I want to use this one. I use that one. See how that looks. Um, Cover images, originals. Save. All right, let me check my Instagram. Sabrina, what's up, love? Good to see you again. Aesthetics by Dishay. Appreciate you joining. Appreciate you joining. Let me go back here. Whoops. All right, so I'm going to select subject. Let's see how well the selection tool works here with her. I'm going to have to help it out a little bit. I actually picked that up. That was good, but I'll fill it in. It's fine. I like how that actually did a pretty good job. Excuse me. All right. So layer. Here we go. We're gonna take y'all. Y'all remember the protocol? Oh man. Hold on, I know what to do. Let me bring this down because that's gonna take it all the way to the back. That way I don't have to move all the way over like I was gonna do. Okay. Okay, good. All right, here we go. This guy, right? Okay, good. Here we go. Yeah. So, but yeah, TikTok got me, y'all. They definitely they pulled one on me, and I I bit the bait. I took the bait, y'all. I took the bait. I took it. Took the bait, and now they have me. I have a strike now. Not just me, and they've been blowing my emails up since I've signed up for. Yeah, they've been blowing me up since I've signed up for the what's it called? It's crazy. All right, here we go. Let me control my working my subject by inverting. This is a mask, so there's going to be a lot of photos in this gallery too. It's going to be a lot of photos. It is. And there you have it. Now, just to see what the background is going to look like, I'm going to use my paint bucket to pour on the background. That's too black, right? But what if I did like a gray? I want to see if maybe, you know what I should have done? What I should have done, this is another thing too, something I learned here early on. See that line? Well, you can't see it now. But that line right here is the mask box. So, and if you don't catch it, a lot of the times it'll show, whoops. If you don't catch it, a lot of the times it'll show in a transparent background. You're like, what is that? Why can't I figure that out? So I learned that the hard way some years ago. Do a little outline. What I think I can do though, instead of worrying about like the back, I could actually change the color of the circle and make it a dark gray instead of a black, right? What do you guys think? Hold on. Because if I made it, the hair still looks pretty bad. I mean, it's not bad, but I don't like it. Hold on, let me use my burn. They said the burn tool doesn't fix everything, but in my head it does. for some reason, especially when it comes to lighter edges. If you missing your edges, use the burn tool. That looks ugly. If you are missing your edges, use that burn tool. You hear me? There you go. I think what I'm going to have to do is probably going to delete around the edges or one layer from the edges. If you are missing your edges, use the burn tool. I mean, it's not bad. Like if you look at it for what it is, if you take a step back, I just don't. I said it yesterday. If you know you could do better, right? Then why not? I said it yesterday. I did. All right. So let me do a little bit of extra work. A little bit of extra work. Oh, it's too big. Yeah, just a little bit extra work. So y'all bear with me. Try to clean this up just a little bit. You see why y'all have to pay more money for these sessions? Free isn't always the answer. I was talking to a photographer, what was that, yesterday? And it was like, yeah, man, models will hit you up and be like, yeah, I got an idea, and I think it'd be a great opportunity to build towards your to use towards your portfolio. And it's like, oh, wait a minute now. You calling me to insert yourself on my calendar? Really? So I do have a rule. I do have a rule that's against that idea, or that approach, I should say. And I try to be mindful and respectful too. I do. I'm not a big fan of how this is coming out. But I try to be respectful though. But yeah, I am super busy, super busy. And as much as I would love to do a lot of collaborations, I just don't have the time to. Do I need to show you? Do I need to show you the tab again that I have? Those open tabs that I have open right now in my browser. Like, this is real life to me, man. I am really trying to figure things out. I really am. I don't have a dull moment. There's no such thing as a dull moment in my life. So, um, here we go. I'm not a fan of how this is coming out. It's looking real spiky though. Here we go. I know what to try though. Let me try this. Let's see if this works. Nope, not that. Try the selection tool. We'll do the mask again, and then we'll go with refine mode, refine hair. I think refine hair. Yeah, there's just a lot of this stuff that's like used before Photoshop started doing all these updates, man. It would just run so smooth. And there was a time where you didn't have to do anything extra, not nothing. And everything just came out so beautifully. It wasn't a struggle. I'm looking at the hair quality in the back, and it is just flat. That's what the issue is. It's flat. The focus is on the face and the front. portion of her hair, and the back is kind of blurred out, so it looks flat. It just looks flat. Let me see how that looks. No. All right, so I know what I'm going to try next. Remember, Photoshop has more than one way to do things, which is what I really appreciate about Photoshop. Let's try camera raw filter. I am going to find your face, and then we're going to just focus on the hair and see what happens. Troubleshooting on the spot, man. Oh my goodness. See, what I don't like about this is that like, comment, subscribe, share. It's going to work on the hair. I appreciate y'all joining. Those of you that are watching, a lot of people aren't really into this whole tech process. Let me zoom in. So for those of you guys that rock with this process, thank y'all. Thank you. Absolutely. Let's see what 20 plus 25 looks like. That's a bit too sharp, right? That's stealing away from her face. Let's see. I like about right there, but even after I remove the background, it's still going to give me about the same. So give me a little bit more contrast on that. Make Adobe PDF. I thought I already did that. No? All right. It looks a little bit better. What do you guys think? It look all right? I'm going to clone. It's just the edges, man. I don't like the edges. So I'm going to clone right here. Whoops. Too close. Yeah. You know what? Just got to go back to editing 101. I'm going to use this clone. Let's see if I can make this work. Just got to get those angles. Just have to get those angles. That's all. I can fill that in with the clone tool. Yep. That's too much. Let me go back. Oops. Creative process, man. This is work. Definitely work. And the good thing is because her hair is so stringy, like you won't, well, let me see. I can see it too right here. Fix that. There we go. Your hair is stringy, so like there's going to be imperfections when the hair is stringy like this, but we'll get what we have. That's all we can do, right? If not that, then I may have to find a different photo if it bothers me that much. And this is just me being picky. I can't help it at this point. Yeah, I can't help it at this point. Let me check on, see if you guys left me any like, comment, share, Q&A. Ask me some questions, man. Let me know what y'all think. Let me hit that comment section. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. I think what I'm going to do too is go back and whiten the teeth a little bit more. Although when you zoom out, they look great. No, I lied. So I'll do that. I can fix that. It's looking better. It does look better though. You can tell this side looks a little bit better. It's the side I was working on. All of this here. Then I work my way around to the other side. All right, here we go. It's the process, y'all. So if you guys want to get into photography, videography work, even videography work is a lot. I've been getting hit up a lot about doing video work. Let me do this like that. Just the flow of the hair. I've been getting hit up to do video work a lot here lately. And what's going on here? And I don't know. I just, why is it doing that? And I don't know if I'm into it. I don't promote that I do it. And I guess that's been my thing. But it seems like it's becoming a demand, man. So eventually I will have to transition and get me a gimbal and start doing some video work. So I'm okay with it. I actually love doing video work. I think about all the people that I've worked with that's been real picky with photography, and I'm like, man, they pick with photography. You know, I just imagine what people deal with dealing with video work. And I've done a few projects before in my early days of doing this stuff, and people be real nitpicky, really, really nitpicky. So they'll give you the music, you can sync it, you can make it look masterful. It's just not enough for some people, you know. And so sometimes you got to kind of find your zone and find your space and what you're good at, what you want to tolerate, what you learn your capacity. So and I think that's been a thing that I put a little bit more time into, was learning my capacity. So photography is peaceful. I guess I say all that to say in a nutshell, photography is peaceful. To me, it is. Yeah. But yeah, so after this video, I'm gonna go grab a bite somewhere. I think there's a Benny's Pizza down here, downtown Raleigh. So I'm gonna post up at Benny's and work on these photos. Disappear for a little bit. I've been in my apartment all day. So I'm gonna use a combination of this brush tool to delete some of this hair, and then I'm gonna go back and fill it in. Is what the process is gonna look like today. Hey, tomorrow, what we doing with your hair, man? Sis. All right, here we go. Nope. Like that. That actually is fine right there. Then you gotta have like a somewhat of a steady hand too. I've been wanting to get a stylus so I can work with the stylus instead of using my finger. But you kind of need a steady hand when you're doing this kind of thing, especially when working around edges. You do. Oops. I don't know. Sis holding me up. I don't like that either. had to delete that. Let me just delete around those edges too with the brush. So yeah, just working on this website. I'm building my strategy, which is why I have all those tabs running on the back end. And once this website is done, I'm investing heavily. This is a lot of work, and you guys are just seeing just a part of the process. For anybody that does websites, you guys know websites are a freaking. It's just a lot. It's a lot. Um, Clear messaging, making sure your niche is clear, folks. The booking process, just everything. Like everything matters. Everything matters. So this isn't just something that you just do. And then when you're doing it from scratch, I'm not working from scratch because I'm actually working from. I have a GoDaddy account, and the structure of my website. Matter of fact, let me see something here. I think I have it on hold right now. Do I need to? Hold on, let me see. Do 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 do. Okay. Yeah. So I have my website still running. Let me show you guys really fast. The website. I need another tab. I got all these tabs open right here. So here's my site, my current site. I'm looking at creating my own chat box, a customized chat box. So whenever you guys come to my, let me go back to make sure everybody see this. Make sure it didn't disconnect here. Can you see? There you go. All right, so this is my website. It's the current form of the site, and I love this though. This is fire. But we scroll down. I do have the video stuff up here. Okay, y'all. I'm in a pickle. And this is from what is this? Vimeo. Yeah, that's linked to Vimeo. Have my special, my subscribe, my other video promo I did.
Shout out to ASTP Photography.
That's some promo right there. I really do this stuff, yo. I actually put this together, and there was a lot more content on here originally, but as I was getting closer to this time where I had to now start to rebrand or just kind of do a reboot on the site, I started deleting a lot of content. Content is still up here, right? So if you go to my client list, I have Faye up here, we have Kofi. These are past projects. These are old, between like 2 or 3 years old at this point. I think I'm going to use that on my website, my current updates, with Eve, Evely, got Carlosha, Leslie. I have Jeanette Boyd. I really like this session right here. This was fire. Let me see. Will it open up, or is it just a carousel? But now this was fire. I think I'm going to reuse these on my new website too. Yeah, I think I'm going to use those on my website. Yeah. Shout out to Jeanette Boyd, the Corvette Queen. We got Miss Brown. This is family here, Running Up Zoe. We did like an album cover. We did an album cover here, 2023. See, this stuff is like 2-3 years old. Still looks good, but this stuff is 2-3 years old. Probably longer than that. Yeah. Locked and Learning. That's Brenda. CL the artist, that's her man. They came through the support. Yeah, this is like 2 years ago right here. So I still have all the content up here. Everything is still here. Shout out to Joe. I did like that one. But this is Laquan Shea. This is when the very first session that we've had. This is probably about 3 years ago. Wow. Ashley. What did she go by? Oh, Mulan the Goddess. Some of you guys may know who she is. She's a content creator too, a dope content creator. She's local in the area. Definitely reach out to her. I think she's actually charging for features now. Yeah, there's Rose. That's the other homie. C Rose. We were at the train station here. Yeah, she's dope. Queen Garris. These outdoor sessions. So I have a lot of content. This isn't even it. This was just more so. I have other sections of my website. Like I have an event 2024. Will it carousel? Hold on, let me see what's going on here. Oh, there we go. Hey, he's Arrow, really? And this is when I had a red carpet. I went to another event in Charlotte and forgot my red carpet, and the venue stole it. And the person my point of contact in Charlotte, brought me back a red carpet that was some flimsy crap. I'm like, what is this? This isn't my carpet, man. What is this? So, yeah, I had to take an L on that one. I took an L on the red carpet. I hated that too because that was like I was making some money on that red carpet. So I had to buy another one. I'll be getting another one too. That's Jamrock, the band. But these are fire. I may use these again. Yeah, I may use these again. Red carpet events. I did a Christmas event with Sock Drive. Shout out to Lynn Mobley, my mentor. These were 2 years ago, was it? I think these are 2 years ago. Come on. These are cool. I think I could have done better. The lighting wasn't all that great. Shout out to everybody that came through to that. In her piece, this is a gun club for women. This was cool. She was the host, and that's her husband. That was cool. That was a lot of fun. Big spoon, little spoon. A lot of guys don't get with that right there. They don't get with it. I'm like, man, look, it's fun, man. Don't beat yourself up about that. So, but yeah, so this is my current website. Like I said, I have a lot more sections up here, monochrome photography. I've done a lot. I've had a lot of great sessions along the way. And this is Jeanette. This is probably about 4 or 5 years ago right here. You can tell the size difference. But that was like 4 or 5 years ago. Some other portraits. It's a little culmination of everything. And I also have, you guys seen the events. Oh, these were some other events. Another section. Like, I mean, bruh, put in some work, man. And I just deconstructed the homepage for the sake of rebooting. But yeah, this is all me. This is all me. 10th anniversary, Carrot Fest. This is a whole vibe. They're actually coming back out here the 16th of this month. I'll be out there freelancing, just kind of walking around, capturing the entire event. Shout out to Rain's World Photography. He's going to ride with me. We'll be walking through, getting content, and we'll be sharing content. This was a phenomenal event, though. They bring it, man. The feathers are crazy. Beautiful vibes. All music, everybody having a good time. All ages coming through. It's just a dope thing, man. Beautiful thing. That's culture right there. Yeah, that's culture. Who else do I have? Street photography. I want to do more street photography work too. So I was talking to Michael Harper about that. That's who I was speaking to yesterday. I spoke to Michael Harper yesterday, and we were talking about street photography, and that's something that we want to try to plan and do something with. This was my very first time doing creative photography, and this is like 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. You guys can see that Queen Gares. I created all of this from scratch, and when I tell you it took a whole week of just one project, took an entire week. You'll see other pictures. I believe I have others of her, but it took an entire week to do her pictures. Some of you guys may remember this shot with Lida Jane. She still uses these pictures today. Chanel Williams. I think Lida still uses these. So yeah, that was me. I created that. Yeah. 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 We had a good time, man. I had some good history here. There's some good history here. This is good stuff. Jogging back some good memories. So yeah, so that's the site. Like I said, reconstructing the entire thing, getting rid of all of this information, all of this content. I'll be getting rid of all of it, at least removing it from the site. Client list, updating this client list. It will be a separate page. Yep, it will be a separate page linked to the home page where it will show clients, and then I'll have a cover set up here somehow with the main picture for clients. And with that, what you click on that, it'll take you through a setup like this right here. But each person should have their own page. Either they'll have their own page, or I may keep it set up like a carousel like this with just their very first picture will be that cover image. And the rest of them will be, the actual session. So my sister Free. I love these too. These are fire. Creatively though, just, done some pretty cool stuff. Yeah, done some great things, man. Anywho, that was just a kind of a glimpse of what I'll be fixing up on my website. Again, that's the process, and that's what I'm doing all of this for. So you guys will be able to see this here soon, and prayerfully, I'm doubling down. So prayerfully, I'll have everything done by the end of this week. By Sunday is the trajectory. So it kind of seemed like I'm slow rolling, but I'm actually, there's not a whole lot once I get these covers done. If you know what I mean. There's not a whole lot left to do after the covers are finished. So it won't take much more time after the covers are completed. Yeah. Yeah, man. I got a taste for some Benny's pizza. So I have that urge, and it's pretty bad right now. If you guys never had Benny's pizza, your taste buds, it's not living yet. You gotta, if you want your taste buds to live and appreciate you, you need to come to Benny's Pizza. Come on out to Benny's Pizza. Yeah. Brand, that's our spot right there, Brand. Benny's Pizza, man. That's everything right there. That is everything. That's our little meetup spot. Shout out to Brand too. He's also a photographer that I was working with. He does sports photography, a lot of basketball games, football games, different things like that. You guys check him out. He's on Instagram as Brian. Let me see. Hold on. Shout out my little bro. Proud of you, man. Working. There you go. Brian Flicks. There you go, right there. Shout out to little bro. He does event for the. He does whoops. He does sports photography. So he's running in the circle with Rick Crank and a lot of other photographers that's doing the sports. That's into the sports niche. So shout out to everybody, man, that's doing it. Serious about it at least. But yeah, this is a business, you know. This is definitely a business. This is a business. It's the business. $100 million. I hope everybody's been having a good day too. I pray you all been having a good day. It's been raining today too all day. It's calmed down now, thankfully, but I pray everybody's been safe. It's the business. $100 million. All right. So I'm almost done with this, man. I think what I may do is just skip out on this one because it's taking so much time, and I can get on to the next one. I can finish this when I go to the pizza place. So let me do that. I will, and it doesn't look bad either. I can figure this out. I had to put more time into that. So what I'll do is I'll skip that for now. What did I do with I have the black background. The circle though, let's try. Let me try. I want it like a slight gray. If I do a slight gray, then it'll offset it from the black backdrop, right? So if I use a black backdrop as the cover, oops, I didn't do it right. What did I? Yeah, let me see. Oh, you know why it looked like that? Because I'm working in layers, and that's all the way at the bottom. That should be here above the black. You see that? I like that though. But if I brought that to completely black, yeah, I like that. That's what we're going with. I like that better, much better. I'll go with the black backdrop color, background color, and I'll just offset the black color or the black tone of this black in the circle. And that means I'll have to go back and update all the rest of them. And again, when you're working with layers in Photoshop, the good thing is all I have to do is turn off her layer. Matter of fact, I will move this black layer all the way at the bottom beneath everybody. So I bring this all the way to the bottom, if it's going to let me. And then I'm going to also grab the circle, or what they call the ellipse, and then I'm going to move that right above that black backdrop color. So no matter who I use, all I have to do, because I never moved the circle, right? So no matter who I use, why did I do that with her? I'm gonna have to do hers over. But anyway, for everybody else, no matter who I use, it'll just come up like that. The circle is offset. And then all I have to do is go back and save them again. And I'll just kind of override the save destination. and it'd be the same thing. And those are my updates. So this kind of gives me a better idea to touch up around the edges, around the hair, and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That'll be our session for today. I am going to get myself together. Let me stop sharing. I'm going to get myself together and I'm going to walk over here to this pizza spot. So if you guys are downtown Raleigh, y'all want to come hang out, man, come through, man. I'll be at Benny's. I'll be there for a while. They have that cookie spot over there too for those cookies and ice cream. It's bad, y'all. Downtown is like the devil. But it is yours truly, the Morticina, aka Mr. ASTP Photography. Again, a Storytellers Promotions and Photography is what the abbreviation stands for. For those of you that didn't know, I'm messing with these lower thirds and these tickers and everything else. So I'm picking this thing up, and I told you guys it's only going to get better. The lighting, I believe, is getting better. I have my little splash in the back. You know, I think that's getting better. I have my logo here up top. Can I move it? I think I can move it. I can move it. No, I can't. No. But anyway, looks like I can. Oh, I can put it on my left or to my right. I'll just keep it on my right side. It's too busy on the left. What about my bottom right? All right, I'll leave it there. But anyway, I'm still learning and I'm piecing all this together. But like I said, once these covers are finished, the rest of the website will be a breeze. It will not take as long to complete the rest of the website. Prayerfully, I have the rest of the website completed by Sunday. And once I get that completed, I am campaigning. And I'm building my strategy now. So if you guys remember all the tabs I have open right now, yeah, I have a lot to learn, but I have time. So I'm thankful for the process. Thank you for this journey. I'm thankful for all of you for watching and tuning in, supporting. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Y'all see the message, right? Let me close out by sharing this tab right here, this lower third. See you in my next stream tomorrow at 4 p.m. It is yours truly, Lamore Decina, aka Mr. ASTP Photography. It is now 5:04 on August 7th. Is today Friday or Thursday? Today's Thursday. Today's Thursday, right? Yep. Today's Thursday, August 7th, 2025. And I'll see you all tomorrow at 4 p.m. I'll have a cover created for tomorrow too, to have this scheduled. I have to figure out what's going on with LinkedIn as well, because it's not giving me what I'm looking for. So I'll be working on that. But thank you guys for joining. I love y'all. Be on the lookout. Some big things coming. I have to follow up with TikTok because I have a strike now. And Tierra, I'm going to give you a call if you're watching. All right. Peace.